hip-hop in a bit.
Oh God! look at that grill. Oh man, look at that face. Oh, it's so good to be back.
I appreciate the dedication of the gag that Achilles does every week in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he takes the face off, it like you can tell he was in pain. You know what I mean? He's always like, "Oh God."
Yeah, it's definitely a strain to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So
Everything for content, bro.
That's true. That's true. You are definitely a hero for that. Thank you so much for doing that. Hey, the gang's all back together.
Woo!
Been a while.
Baby.
Yeah, we've been. First off, thanks to Xavier for filling in the last few episodes. Like a true champ. He's actually up in Michigan doing some type of training. He was like, "Hey, you guys need me on again?" I was like, "I don't think we're talking soccer." And he's like, "Okay." So
hey, sweet jersey, bro.
You like that, huh? How about that, bro? This is a little shout out because I'm trying to put some good energy out there for some extra stuff out there that I don't want to talk about. But look at this.
Oh yeah.
I even like the number, bro. I've been rocking it all day, bro. I like the Sunbelt thing. That's cool. And I love the old FIU logo. I definitely think it's a winner. And hey, what's up, Roy? What's happening? Thanks for hanging out with us. But yeah, no, I love it. And I definitely, I was going to wear like an undershirt. No, I'm always going to wear this like this. I think there's no, I'm totally hooked on vest right now. So, I have another one. I have a Marlins one, like the teal one with the 93 one. And I never wear it because it's a vest, and I'm like, I need to get the undershirt. No, that's what I'm wearing tomorrow. So
it's
I know
summer,
already.
Baby. Sun's out, guns out.
Boom, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good time. So anyway, it's good. We got the gang back together. This is the Evening Juice with LemonCityLive, season 8, episode capítulo 22, episode 22 for you non-Spanish speakers. And on today's show, we got plenty to talk about. We got some big hockey trade. We got some, what else? Some basketball rumors. We got some crazy NFL dishing out money. And of course, we're going to have a little bit of the good stuff. Formula, a little F1 or FU coming at you. So, but hey, phonies and juice, man. It's been a while, so we haven't done it. It could be a collective juice for a while ago, but what do you guys got? Who wants to go first?
You know what? I'll go first.
There you go.
You know who my phony is?
Who's your phony?
The 1928 Tigers. Because on this day,
oh God,
in 1928, the Yankees scored 11 runs in the 12th inning to beat the Tigers 12-1. The fuck?
Oh God, that was horrible.
Retroactive. When you said 1928, I thought it was going to be like the Black Scott Sandal or something like that.
Yeah, give me something good. He gives me a meaningless Tigers-Yankees game, that had one outlier score. Okay, all right, fine.
After Boston just got blasted for 20-something runs.
I thought that was the more proper one there,
I mean, but that didn't happen on this day.
All right, fine. Well, on this week, my phony goes to the Red Sox for giving up 28 runs at home to the what's it called?
To the Toronto Blue Jays.
Good grief, man!
Terrible, dude.
What a inside the park home run, grand slam. Sorry, in that as well. So yeah, a little bit of everything there. So suck it, Boston. It's good for you.
What's been up with them? Because the whole month they've just been terrible.
Yeah,
but they were like pretty high in the standings before the month.
Right, every team in the AL East is actually really good right now. I mean, the Orioles had won something like 10 or 12 games in a row.
Yeah,
Boston, even Tampa's up there. Toronto's there. It's going to be a good one. And I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, they're doing a new First Pitch 305 podcast. So check for that out tomorrow, or if not, by the next day. And I think we got to get with Alex to get that next guest that we were talking about. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. Anyway, all right. So I gave my phony. Gus, you gave your Achilles. What do you got?
You can see it in the name.
Oh,
this NBA offseason has been the worst this year. It's always so interesting and fun. All you have is the Timberwolves and A-Rod spending way too much on Rudy Gobert. It ruined the whole market. And now we have to sit around and listen to people talk about how they're not going to trade for old, broken KD. It's the worst. I hate hearing about it every day because there's nothing else going on. It's like, oh, KD. Enough. Yeah. That guy has done nothing. The only time he won was when he already joined one of the greatest teams to ever play basketball.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. So, but we'll get it. Obviously, we'll get into it. But
okay, all right, fine, solid.
It's not just KD, just the entire NBA free agency, because it's KD isn't going anywhere. It's Donovan Mitchell's isn't going anywhere, and then that's it. There's literally nothing else happening.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Gussie, what do you got for juice?
Oh man, dude, the Miami Dolphins front office just making their offense depth incredible.
Okay.
Oh my God! I just was taking a look at everything that they have. It's like night and day.
They have 14 running backs, 37 fullbacks, 400 wide receivers.
It's incredible. And then today they just signed Mohamed Sanu. I know he's on the older side, but he's good. Like, you have Mohamed Sanu as like your last receiver. He's like the very last one in the depth chart.
Big year.
And Raheem Mostert is cleared to go.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
we got weapons.
I was looking.
We got weapons.
Got so many weapons.
This is it for
and I was looking.
Our little Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Hey,
this is year.
Look, as the official,
there's no more. Yeah,
as the official flag bearer of Tuanon, I admit this is the last year. If not, then we're gonna have to wait for the great reveal the year after for who the next savior is.
Check this out though. Last season, the Miami Dolphins pass block win rate was the worst in the entire NFL. If they can fix that and just be middle of the pack, they're gonna be in leaps and bounds better. On the offensive side,
what's a really crazy thing about the Dolphins that we forget in all this, like weapons and the Tyreek Hill and the Mosterts and all that stuff, is something that goes with what you just said right now. We signed a boss ass left tackle this offseason.
Yeah, but our quarterback is lefty, bro.
I know,
it doesn't
but
matter.
Still, I'm just saying, like, hey, the fact of the matter, because that was part of the whole Brady to Miami.
Oh, you know what?
But
that's not a conspiracy. It's been reported multiple times.
I know.
So retroactive phony. So the front office gets juice, but they also are phonies for whiffing on Brady, for trying to give up everything for a rapist and Deshaun Watson, for your biggest signing is a woman abuser. They get both.
All right. Well, thanks.
They're both phonies and juicy.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Debbie Downer. All right. Well, then give us the juice. Who's got the juice for you, Achilles?
So mine is not. It's like just something I've seen recently. It's not necessarily something happening right now, but like roster construction from like the early 2000s NBA. Because I sent you guys that the thing of Detroit that their starting five. No one averaged over 18 points, right?
Yeah.
And again, what a 6 starting 5.
That's
Phillips,
the only.
Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, and then I saw another picture of that era's Nets, and it was Jason Kidd, Kerry Kittles, Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, and Dikembe Mutombo, and all those old or the Kings. You had Bibby, Doug Christie, Paige, Weber, and Divac.
Yeah.
All the
White chocolate.
All the San Antonio Spurs teams were always solid 5, bro.
Yeah.
Now it's just like sell everything, have one good player and a bunch of scrubs, and that's not good. I like a good, solid starting 5, bro.
I'll give you that. That's a solid one.
Yeah.
Again, and this goes into all this talk of like, oh, we need KD, and you're gonna give up literally everything you have for an old person who obviously has motivation problems. It's going to ruin your locker room, doesn't win anyway, and is hurt all the time. But you're going to give up your whole future because, he's really good at shooting threes. Like, get out of my face with that. Bro.
Well, I mean, I'll give you points for your juice. I'm still going to trade for KD, but anyway, I'll give you points for your juice.
Listen,
that's a solid one.
You're the opposite of me when it comes to roster construction.
Actually, I got a nice little side nugget for your roster construction. That Pistons team is the only team in, like, I think maybe in NBA history that's won a title that doesn't have a Hall of Famer on it or something like that. Some weird stat like that. Definitely in the last like 30 or 40 years. It's the only team that has
Ben Wallace is. I thought Ben Wallace got it. It's the only undrafted free agent.
I think he might be
player.
I think
there was another crazy stat.
Well, that stat lasted for a while, but yeah.
that Ben Wallace is like the only player to have more steals than assists or turnovers, or more rebounds than something else. Like, listen, I'm Ben Wallace, one of my all-time favorite players, maybe my all-time favorite player. Love that guy.
Yeah, there you go. Loved him like you loved R. Kelly back in the day.
Yeah, but at least Ben Wallace is like a nice guy.
With all his heart.
With all my heart. That's the best. That should be on your Twitter bio, dude. Hashtag with all my heart. Anyway, all right. So my juice goes to the newest member of the Florida Panthers. I can't even pronounce his name properly. So I'm Kachuk, baby.
Kachuk.
Don't pronounce the T.
Yeah, as man, dude, we were so close to having the nickname Diamond Girl like really be like the best freaking nickname ever, bro. Yeah. But we kind of got the bands confused there. So we're still working on it. I like to call him Freestyle just because of the TKA reference. I think it's perfect.
TKA. Freestyle's perfect. Let's just roll with that.
We're going with Freestyle, the newest member of the Panthers, but I'm giving him the juice not only for coming over here, but for embracing what we're building over here, which I'm not sure because it's very fake here. You know what I mean? Like, we're not like diehard hockey town here, but it is nice the fact that he says, "Hey, I hate Tampa." You know, like I like that part. I like it. Come in here. He's got some, bro. Hubert would have been like, "Well, those guys up in Tampa are really nice, eh? You know,
who had more points last year?"
By a few more points. Who had more goals last season?
Who cares? Points are more important. What are you talking about?
Who had more goals than both Barkey and Huberdeau? Freestyle, baby.
Which team led the NHL in scoring?
Hey, doesn't matter, bro. This guy has more. This guy scored 40 goals last season, which these guys have never done. Bro, we need some offense. We need a guy who's coming in there with a little pass.
That's literally what we don't need.
No.
They have the greatest offense almost in the history of the NHL.
I want some attitude on that offense, bro.
The thing is that we don't need offense, but in that last series against Tampa Bay, that's the one thing we didn't have.
Yeah, that we're Huberdeau, Barkey, and everybody.
Don't get rid of the greatest player in the history of your franchise.
The guy's been here for 10 seasons. Like, he had his run. Last season was his pinnacle, his peak. You're selling high, and you're getting somebody who's 24 years old.
You're not selling high because you're getting rid of one of the best players.
No, I think
you're losing depth. You're losing a draft pick. What are you talking about?
But the guy that we picked up, he's 24 years old.
24, dude.
But, you know what I mean?
Again, but then
that's valuable.
You're losing your playmaker, right?
He was the playmaker last season. Essentially, like, it was just one time that he had.
He was the guy who made everything go.
But their stats are so close that you're essentially swapping an older version of him for a younger version.
Exactly.
But you have to look at all the other moves that they made to get Giroux and Charot. So you've lost Marchand. You've lost Vetrano. You've lost all these other guys. You can't. They've signed a bunch of people I've never heard of. You can't make any big moves because you still have freaking Bobrovsky's gigantic, terrible contract. You're worse than you were last year.
No. I think
defense is worse.
Yeah. I don't think they're better. I don't think they're better than they were, but they're set up.
They're not as good. They're not as deep. Duclair's already out for the year. You're not as good, and you gave up too much. Is my point. Again, I'm a depth guy.
Okay, yeah, obviously we could tell.
I don't think one guy is going to make the difference.
I think this guy is a special guy. I think this guy's a special talent, and it's just what this team needed. When it comes to how we were last season, you saw where we were ailing. You saw where we had our holes. You saw where we needed something different in the playoffs, and it's happened for 2 years in a row.
Defense sucks.
Hold on, 2 years in a row here where we've like bombed out. Yeah, we can get some defenders here maybe to help out with that, but our thing, like you said, is offense. Now, the other part of this, okay, you're talking about, well, we don't know these guys that we're signing. We're also coming in with a new coaching staff here. Remember, we got rid of Quenneville at the beginning of the season, and then what was the guy who our interim last season?
There's zero chance I'll remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He's a substitute teacher, bro. I don't remember his name.
So what happened? The substitute teacher got exploited in the playoffs. He just stayed there quiet. This is fine. Everybody on the team followed that lead. This is fine. Now we got the new coach, which none of us know his name, but he's solid. He's going to come in. He's an actual coach. He's not an interim. And we're going to have something closer to what we had at the beginning of the season when we had proper leadership. Because as much as Quenneville, messed everything up there with what he had done in the past, I can't help but think that wouldn't have happened had he been the coach. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't have bombed out and
so
fizzled out his back.
Why?
So that's what they did. They got a coach.
Why mess with your team when maybe all you needed to do was change the culture?
No. This is an opportunity. The biggest thing here, like what Gus said, we upgraded the guy. We got a guy who's very, very similar. Very, very similar playmaker, scores more goals than the guy that we're replacing. Maybe doesn't assist as much but they both had over 100 points last season, right? Separated by a few. And the biggest thing is he's 24 years old, dude. 24 years old, younger in a sport that, bro, he
better be the greatest player to ever play hockey, because if not, this team isn't winning anything, dude.
So I agree that we're not better than we were last season. We might even be a little worse, but we're set up to continue building on what they've already built.
You have all that money in this new guy for 8 years. You're locked in. You have money in Barkov. You still have money in that freaking old man in goal, and you have no draft picks. What do you mean you're set up for the future? You're not. This is a win now move.
I don't think it is, because he's so young.
That's fine, but the way things are structured now,
it's not a tank. It's not a tank. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying that.
It's not a dumpster. It's not a dumpster fire sale. You know what I mean? They're thinking that, okay, this team is not good enough to win right now. We've proved it for the past 2 seasons. We need to go younger, but we need to stay, competitive so that we do stay attractive.
So after last year, all they've done is win now moves, and none of them have worked. They've all been terrible.
Hey, but you know what? If we look at what's going on in Little Havana with the Marlins, we can't do anything. So here we are criticizing a team for making the moves and trying to do the win now when you have another team that doesn't make any moves.
No, but the Marlins aren't trying to win.
Man. No, we're good. Look, I looked it up right here. I looked it up right here. This is what I was trying to find. All right. In 10 seasons, all right, that Huberto was with us, he only had 2 seasons. Huh?
Were they really that intense?
10 seasons.
I know. I got you. Just go.
Oh, God, shut up. 10 seasons. You're an idiot. 10 seasons that Huberto was with us. He only had 2 seasons of over 30. Okay, and this guy already in 5 seasons that he's been in the league has already had 34 and 42 last season. So again, it's a different type of offense that's going to complement better what Barkey does probably, and we'll have a better thing. And we're younger, man, and we're making moves. We're going after. You yourself hated Uyghur. You hated him. You wanted him gone during the playoffs. You were willing to trade him for a bag of pucks. You know what I'm saying? So what are we really? Now? But what are you really that like tied up on Huberto, bro? Like you really like that?
He was the leader of one of the greatest offensive teams to ever play, dude. Like, what do you mean? Am I super into him? Of course.
Hey, Jonathan, I think American Express has a jersey trade back program.
No,
right?
NBA, I think only.
No,
man, damn.
Sorry, dude.
I hope you didn't pay for that full retail
don't
authentic.
Don't ever conflate the Marlins with any other team in sports. That team is not trying to win. I may disagree with what the Panthers are doing, but they are trying to win. All right?
Yeah.
The Marlins are never trying to win. They're just trying to save money, and that's all they're ever trying to do. Don't ever disrespect any other sports franchise in America by conflating them with those clowns.
Look, man, at the end of the day, I'm still very hurt. I'm still very upset and disappointed as a Panther fan that for 2 seasons in a row, like we've disappointed, dude. Like we failed. They're complete failures. And this season,
I love that. A failure. A team that was one of the biggest laughing stocks in sports turns it around in 2 seasons. Oh, failures. Disappointment. What are you talking about?
It is when you get swept
in the second
round. In the second round, you get swept after struggling in the first to beat the Capitals.
Guess what team did that 2 years ago? Guess what team?
What?
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Not 2 years ago. That was 4 years ago.
But what kickstarted their dynasty?
Yeah, but they kickstarted the following season. Yeah, they won it. But but this is 2 seasons in a row for us. 2 seasons in a row for us. 2, not 1. They figured it out after messing it up 1 year. We've messed it up 2 years, and now we're hoping that we figure it out, which I think this move puts us on that right path.
I guarantee you that they're significantly worse in all categories this year.
Wow, bro. Look at that guy, bro. What a downer. Huh? Gus, come on.
I mean, I already told him that I don't think we're going to be better than we were last year, but
So
you guys are that down. Look, again, last year, to be better than last season is going to be tough because you were the best team in the regular season. But what would be better? Would it be getting out of the second round? If this team doesn't make, like, how are you going to measure success? You know what I mean?
They're gonna be a worse regular season team, 100%.
Well, when you have a record-setting season, it's going to be tough to surpass
compared to the year before that. Then,
okay,
when they made the playoffs for the first time. There's no depth.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be closer.
Name a defender outside of Radko and Ekblad. Go ahead.
Damn,
Goodness, bro.
That's what I just said.
Goodness.
His first name is Radko. Exactly.
Bobrovsky is technically on defense.
Yeah. Oh, great. Another year of skinny old man Bobrovsky.
Oh, man. Dude, look, bro. We've been hyping it up. Again, all I'm going to say is, look, I'm a Panther fan. I'm not going to lose sleep over stuff like this. I'm not going to get angry about this.
Over it. It's just I don't think it's good.
I'm just saying I'm not going to lose sleep. I'm not going to get too upset about this. To me,
of course, they made a splash trade. That's they could literally go winless this year, and you'll still be happy because they made a big splash and got a star that no one that no casual hockey fan has ever heard of.
Bro, you know what? When Freestyle's out there scoring all these goals next season, I don't want to see you joining in on any of the festivities or screaming out Ics Catz or any of that stuff. All right, you're in the box.
On the team.
You're in the penalty box. All right.
We gotta invite Freestyle to Super Wheels on adult night when they're only playing freestyle music.
Monday night, yeah.
That guy has never heard a freestyle song in his life, not even by accident.
He better get ready.
Oh,
they're gonna replace Jimmy Eat World with Maria.
Cool. Yeah,
they're gonna do it.
Not in a million years.
Just for him when he scores only.
I like that, dude. But actually, I think I did read or hear something that they might replace the Jimmy Eat World song.
Oh yeah,
something with a freestyle happening. Song.
No, I don't think it was not freestyle. But I did hear.
Listen, yeah, they might change the song, but they still need a pander to their core audience. Not the freestyle audience.
Freestyle's a jam, though, bro. Think about how sick that would be.
That'd be amazing.
Anyway, all right, I'm gonna give this grade an A+ trade. I'm gonna grade it,
bro.
A+. A+. You know,
don't have a first round pick till like 2027 or something.
Who cares,
like that.
Bro? Name a first round pick that wasn't Ekblad. Give me a first round pick
that
wasn't
Anton Lindell, Spencer Knight, and like 7 other guys that they bring up and that always play good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Tried using the same thing.
You can't do that to Achilles, man. He's gonna get you every time.
Well, you know what? Fine. I'll give it an A. All right.
Achilles is not me, bro. If you would have done that to me, I would have been like, I don't know. But Achilles, he knows things, bro. You can't ask him questions like that. Come on.
Gotta come harder than that, bro.
Seriously, dude. That's Edwin's move. Edwin's a bluffer, bro. In every game he plays, he's just all bluff all the time.
I'm all in, baby.
He's not funny because he was born in Bluffington, that motherfucker.
Oh man. Oh wait. Jimmy World is done. Jonathan would know. See, he knows more about hockey.
I remember there was tons of like stories about it that they're.
But I don't remember
why.
It. I don't know why. Like
it's time to make a change.
Well, I don't know what I'm curious, and maybe Jonathan, if you could put it in the chat there. What like who started it? Was it like something that Jimmy World requested, or like the Panthers just moved on?
Yeah, I think they were just trying to move on.
Oh, okay. If it's that the case, I get it.
It was something that they became synonymous with because it was such a weird celebration song.
I love it.
And super unique. So I'm like, oh, whatever they choose is not going to be as good.
Yeah. Evan says Stevie B on every goal. That would be great. But the joke was TKA. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Kachuk.
And you can do Lookout Weekend on weekend games.
Oh yeah, dude. Boom boom.
Oh yeah.
Boom boom.
Why they need to hire us to do FLA Live needs to hire LemonCityLive to curate the in-game entertainment for a Panthers game.
Oh my god, that'd be so good. It would be so inconsistent because we would just be like, "Oh, let's do this today." We'd be like super ADD.
Heck yeah, dude. Jonathan says the Panthers made a decision to change the goal song. Boo. Boo. Then Jimmy World tweeted a nasty response. They were not happy. Yay! Good job, Jimmy. You know?
Jimmy got full.
Jimmy, yeah, bro. Jimmy World, great band. Hey, all right, so that was good. I like that. Hey guys, I wanted to share some. Oh wait, where is it? I'm sorry, so not prepared for this, but because this is one of Dennis's things normally.
Are you passing the buck on an Emmy winner, bro? You need to watch your mouth.
I'm just saying he's not here, so I got to pick up the slack for an Emmy winner. It's a big shadow, bro.
Just show up.
I'm just saying it's a big shadow, okay? I'm like, I'm trying my best here, all right? Anyway, shocking news, bro. They discontinued the Choco Taco, bro.
Choco Taco's gone.
Yeah.
You can probably run to your local Walmart, Walgreens or whatever, and see if what's left. Just fucking stock up.
You make some money on the secondary Choco Taco market.
Oh man, remember when Popeye sandwiches first came out and people were selling them for like $1,000?
Yeah,
you do that with the Choco Tacos, man.
I'm going to freaking Costco tomorrow, bro.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pay off my student loans.
Roy's like, what? Unacceptable.
It really
That's
is.
right, dude. I had to confirm this because I saw this on social media first, and I thought it was a joke, and then I'm like, wait, no. And then I saw it from multiple sources. Discontinued it, bro. Horrible decision.
You know what it was?
Horrible decision.
What? You know what? Trump couldn't build the wall, so he discontinued the Choco Tacos.
This was a bill he put in like 2 years ago, and it finally passed.
That son of a bitch. Oh man.
We won't have any Mexican ice creams.
No Mexican ice cream.
That's good.
By the way, Marlins beat the Reds 2-1.
Let's go.
Shout out Marlins.
Comeback season.
Oh yeah.
Marlins. Just beefing up Pablo Lopez's trade value.
I can't, bro.
Remember like 3 weeks ago when they were a game under 500? Those were good times.
Those were good times.
Yeah,
very
man.
Good times.
You know what it was? All of our good players were getting in the way, man. Good thing all those guys are injured now. They're winning.
And well, wait, hold on. You guys, I'm still on this Choco Taco thing, dude, bro. I'm really torn about this, bro. If you guys remember, a few months ago, I told you the story of how I was sitting on the couch with Cindy and we were watching TV, and she heard a ring in the distance.
Yeah.
And it was the ice cream truck. What was the first ice cream that I bought after like decades of not buying ice cream from an ice cream truck? It was a Choco Taco, bro. Is it Choco or Choco? I would say Choco.
Nah, come on. Choco.
I guess
taco?
It makes. I don't know why
it's supposed to rhyme.
Yeah,
Choco,
I guess
taco.
Taco. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know why I say Choco.
That's
a really
just
weird
the
thing.
Latin. Oh, Choco Taco.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That's what the ice cream driver, the ice cream truck driver used to say. Choco Taco. Oye, chamaco, quiere Choco Taco. And that's how he used to say it too.
Dude, for real, bro. Choco Taco. Unbelievable. Evan says it'll be back in 6 months.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
You think so?
Is there now?
Another company's gonna buy it, and
no, because this is the thing. You discontinue something, everyone gets pissed about it. They talk about it on social media for a month. You bring it back, and you make a ton of money. That's just the move.
You don't believe how many Mexican pizzas I ate when they brought it back. Like I was at Taco Bell, like way too much for that Mexican pizza. I was super.
I think Edwin just loves Mexican themed non-Mexican food.
Edwin needs to open a restaurant that's Mexican themed, non-Mexican food.
Oh man. Oh man, hold on. Evan says Choco Taco doesn't crack my top 10. What?
Ooh. That's a hot take, bro.
That's not good, bro. I don't like that.
Where is it?
I like the imagery with the comment. It looks good. Screenshot that later.
Yeah.
They bring it back as the Choquito burrito. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh yeah, like a burrito.
It's more prep consistency. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I could roll with that.
I like that.
Hey, real quickly though, if you could bring back some novelty or like something like this, not too deep, but like something that's no longer around, is there anything that comes to mind? Because I always have one. Like I was a big fan of Pepsi Twist. If you recall the Pepsi with lemon in it. Little did I know, lemons would, rule my life later on, years later. But Pepsi Twist, oh my god, bro! Because I go to like those fountain machines, the Coca-Cola all-in-ones, and it has like lemon flavored Coke. It's the closest thing to it, but it's not. It's not authentic. You know what I mean? So I'm talking. If I could bring back some Pepsi Twist, I would, bro. That would slap so hard, bro. So I don't know if you guys have anything that sticks out there, because apparently Eben, he's not even Eben. Choco Taco doesn't crack my top. I can't believe it doesn't even crack your top 10.
Are there even 10 total things that you could get out of?
Yeah, I don't even think that there's 10 things. 10 things that I would get.
You know what it is? Choco Taco is to Eben what Kyler Murray is to Edwin. He's number 11. That's what in the top 10 list. He's number 11.
Yeah, bro. What's up with that? Jonathan says my brother misses the drink Five Alive. He says he can't find it anywhere. Five Alive. Was that a juice?
I don't know.
Did it come in the cartons? I feel like that Five Alive came in the cartons, and you'd get in the juice section at Publix and stuff.
What about RC Cola?
That's still around.
You have to go to the dollar store. You find RC. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, go to any dollar store and they have RC.
Yeah, and I think actually they have it like at Publix too. It's like right next to like the ethnic drinks on the end of the aisle. You know, like where the Malta is and all that stuff. That's where they throw it down there.
Oh man.
Yeah. What's carton juice? Yeah. I remember Five Alive. I mean, yeah, it was good. It was juice. Didn't know it was gone.
Did it have the juice?
Squeeze-Its.
Yeah. Oh, Squeeze-Its. Those were tight, bro.
I think those are still around. We're just not kids anymore.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I was remembering the other day. Actually, I was thinking of Squeeze-Its with a little juice, like little bottles, right? Like, oh man, it had little characters.
You rip off the top.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, those are some good summers.
It would chop your lips to pieces because it was just rough pieces of plastic
There
everywhere.
was some good. There were some classic summers there between me and Eben back in the day, drinking Squeeze-Its. And
apparently not eating Choco Taco.
Yeah, he wasn't having the Choco Taco. But we were definitely drinking Squeeze-Its. And what was the other thing? I remember Eggo mini waffles. The mini waffles. It was like 4 little mini ones instead of one regular round one. That was like a thing back in the 90s. I don't know. That's a memory from childhood there. They don't make those anymore? Maybe put that on the list.
I don't know. I'm not going to say that they don't exist. I just don't know.
All right. Eben, I dare you to put 10 things that you would rather get that are... Give me numbers 1 through 10 on your top 10 list there, above Choco Taco. That's your assignment. If you really... Because that was a bold... Dude, top 10? Bro? Like, I mean, I get not top 5, maybe top 3, because that's a classic, bro. It's a good one. Anyway. So you mentioned Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
That guy.
Arizona is a very bad organization.
That guy's. I was telling you guys. I can give you 11 quarterbacks better than him, and none of them cost.
I think he was number 11 on your list when you gave it to us.
I gotta look at my list again. I know I have it at about 1. I think I had him at 11, but I could make a case. Because I didn't include on the field. Obviously, the guy might not play this season, although I'm hearing 2 to 8 games might be the suspension for Deshaun Watson. But if Deshaun Watson wasn't involved in any of this stuff, then definitely bump him down another number. You know,
that's true.
I'm also hearing Deshaun Watson 2 to 8 game suspension might be the number. You know, like man,
not good.
Yeah. But apparently, this is the NFL's
what Cleveland deserves. They don't deserve nice things.
Choco Taco is better than Kyler Murray. Easy. Yes.
Of course.
Choco Taco wouldn't need to be told to do independent film study.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So here's
wait a minute.
Go.
Who's that basketball player that is half black, half Mexican? He's on the younger age. Oh man, because Choco Taco would be a great nickname for that.
No, what's the Go, you were gonna say something though. Sorry, my apologies. I didn't.
No, I saw someone put out a tweet, and it's a graph of Kyler Murray's production per game, and there's a line in the middle of when the annual Call of Duty comes out, and after that line, everything just drops.
That's amazing.
So the skinny on it for those that don't know, Kyler Murray. I was on a very in-depth chat with a buddy of mine, and I had all the numbers up there. I got to look for it. But anyway, Kyler Murray, whose career record, do you know what his NFL career record is? Any of you guys?
You said it the other day, but I don't remember.
Bro, it's gross. It's not very good. Once again, I'm so unprepared.
No way.
Yeah. Edwin uses the internet. Play the music. Here it is.
You can't just say and then not say anything, bro.
I was trying to find it, bro. It's just that I'm looking through a text stream. I should have written this down. That would have been. Here we go. Kyler Murray is 22, 24-1 in the regular season and playoffs in his career. He's 0-1 in the playoffs, right? So last season, though, you gotta keep it in consideration. They went 11-6. They they fizzled out after their hot start.
Yeah, but they always fizzle out at the end of the season every time.
And you know that I was very on board I was not on board the Kyler Murray train. I was very on board the this guy's overrated train. With that being said, though, if you're Arizona, and you look around, and you kind of forced, you're stuck in this situation where you've already you got to commit or you got to go in, because remember they passed up on Josh Rosen a year after they drafted him,
which was a smart move.
That one worked out pretty well. And then you get into this situation, where now all of a sudden, you're forced to pay this guy an absurd amount of money. We're talking $160 million guaranteed for a guy who's 22, 24, and 1.
And who has commitment issues. To me, more than anything, that's the more of a red flag. Because listen, football is football. Things happen. He obviously has skill, whatever. It's a team sport. But he's been a problem. He's been a diva since he's been there.
Yeah.
He freaking took them off his Instagram. That's the most childish bullshit in the world, dude.
Yeah.
But it worked. It got him $160 million. Yeah. How embarrassed. If you're an Arizona front office person, you're just embarrassed forever. You're just walking around like this for the rest of your life. That you had to give that guy that money.
Bro, Kyler Murray, boomered the front office.
Yeah.
That's literally what he did.
I saw his annual salary is more the entire payroll of the Athletics. Where he could have gone and played.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. That was pretty
crazy.
Gross. That was definitely pretty gross.
The thing is that regardless of how you feel about Kyler Murray, whether you have him at 10, 11, 12, or 13, and you're
12 right now. 12.
Yeah. There's 32 job openings for his position, and there are not 32 people in the entire world who can perform that position at that caliber level.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But now the thing in the NFL is the second you give a quarterback a lot of money, you're done, because you can't bring in more people because it's a hard cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't commit to a guy who's not committed to you and hasn't shown that he can take you to the next level.
I get that, but
the ballsy move would to be no, fuck this guy. We'll take Jimmy G for a year or two and work on it. You know what I mean? Because they have a good defense and they have tons of weapons on offense.
No, I get you. And Jimmy G has shown that he can make it to a Super Bowl if he's got a good
That's
team around him.
what I'm saying. He can be your gap.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You can still perform at a good level and be looking for a replacement. But
the
now
thing
you're
is,
locked in. That's it. You got Kyler Murray forever.
The thing is, if you don't have that guy and you don't get Jimmy G, if you're stuck with another who's somebody that always gets picked up every year to suck?
Some sort of McCown.
Yeah, one of the McCown.
You know what I mean? That's
Chase Daniel. I think he's made $50 million and he's thrown 7 passes.
Exactly. I would rather have and hate Kyler Murray as my coworker than have fucking Josh McCown.
Look,
no. Obviously, I'm just saying, if you had the plan, if I was sitting in there making the plans, hey, let's see what before we give this baby money, let's explore some other options.
But also, he's a little kid. He's not gonna behave that way for the rest of his career.
Do you not watch sports?
Yeah,
the people who are like that usually stay that way. The people who are immature 5 years into their career,
wide receivers maybe,
no,
but not quarterbacks that are expected to lead.
Have you not? Absolutely. I mean, it's called Johnny Manziel. The guy's still out there peddling commercials where he's making fun of himself and in some weird player choice football league.
He's not even in the league
Still
anymore.
thinks he is. Yeah. I get what Achilles is saying.
Manziel wasn't forced to grow up because they just kicked him out, so he just continue to do what he does.
Even after failing even after failing and doing all this stuff, he still hasn't grown up. Is what Achilles is trying to say. Like, it doesn't matter if he's in the league, out of the league. Some of these guys it possibly got worse. But for those of you,
he's not in the league.
But to keep it accurate here, I don't want to just like be mouthing off like unsuccessful facts here. I'm actually I can name 10, 11, and then there's a couple quarterbacks there that are on the fringe. But I'm going to give you in no particular order: Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, Stafford, Rodgers, Mahomes. Who the hell is Care? Oh, Carr. Sorry, autocorrect.
Oh my God.
Derek Carr, Herbert, Dak, Russell Wilson, and pre-sexual offender Watson. You know, that's right there is 11. You could make an argument, and I think if somebody was on the show today, a friend of ours that hasn't been on the show, but hopefully would be on the show very soon here, Ryan Tannehill, you know, whose number one stan is TD, he would say that he's probably, you know, up there and ahead of Kyler Murray, and you got his other favorite guy, Baker Mayfield. I mean, those are guys, like, he's in that category. I got him closer to Baker Mayfield and Ryan Tannehill than I do to any of the other guys that I mentioned. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't put Dak ahead of him. I don't like Dak. You
don't like Dak, but Dak is a good quarterback. Like,
no, to me, he's in that same category. He's not good, but he's not going to take you to the next level.
Dak.
Yeah, no, Dak is a good.
But that's not a good thing. You don't give.
Yeah, exactly. He's on the bottom end of that top 10. He's on the bottom end.
And what have they done? Nothing.
I'll just say, but Dak is on the bottom end of that top 10, but I'm still putting him above Kyler Murray. Like, he's just like, again, Kyler Murray, there's the physical limitations. I'm still the same like worries that I have for Tua for being small and undersized. I have for a guy like Kyler and then from what you're seeing that came out today with the addendum to his contract, it shows that this guy just goes out there and wings it. You know, he's like, I'm just naturally, you know, I can run around.
I'm backyard football.
Yeah, I can run around. I can do stuff. I can improvise, and that stuff works in college, man. But at the NFL level, dude, if you can't put in the time and dedication to just study, that they have to think about it. That they have to make an addendum. They're like, we're willing to give you $160 million, but you got to do your homework. That's what they're saying.
Not even just do your job.
Yes. Do your homework, but it's homework. It's because it's a minimum.
Not like extra credit or anything. It's like literally there's like a third string quarterback out there who studies more film than Kyler Murray does.
Oh yeah, every third string quarterback studies probably more than the rest. But I'm telling you, yeah. But when you think about it, now there's going to be somebody in the Arizona Cardinals. What do you call it? In the Arizona Cardinals Institute.
So yeah,
what do you call it? Team?
He's gonna have like a tutor.
Yes. No, but
Tyler, did you watch a video today?
No, there's gonna
video games until you watch a video.
No, there's gonna be a guy who's gonna be monitoring his iPad usage. Like, they're gonna have to put parental controls on his iPad. Like, no, Tyler, have you studied and done all your routes assignments? Have you done all that? And he's like, nah. Well, then you
log into Blackboard. You didn't log into Blackboard.
You didn't log into Blackboard. You didn't log into Blackboard, Kyler. What are you doing? That's not gonna work here. Hello, like, come on, unbelievable that a professional grown-ass man, $160 million guaranteed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking. Shocking.
It's like I said, man, there's not 32 people that can do that job in the entire world. So if you find one that can do it, you force him to grow the fuck up so you can be a good quarterback, bro.
It's just, to me,
people don't grow up.
I'm honestly, I could not be happier to be a Dolphins fan right now than to see what's happening there, because like I said, I'm carrying the flag for 2-1 on here, but if after this season it sucks, hey, all right, let's draft a new one. Start all over.
Okay, but that's the thing. Like, even if he has like a
we're in good timing. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me interrupt you guys for a second.
But by Gus's logic, regardless of what happens, if Tua's even okay, you can't risk looking for someone else. You have to take that guy because he happens to be one of the guys that's kind of good.
Sometimes I get what Gus is saying, because you got to look, how did Kirk Cousins make so much money, bro? He was just the next man up. He was the next most qualified guy who had enough basic
I'd rather have Kirk Cousins than Kyler Murray, bro.
I get it. And and me too.
Sure.
Me too. But we sit here and we clown Kirk Cousins for, wearing a ski mask when he goes into the facilities and picks up his check, because the guy is just, like, it's gross. But he was the next guy up for Minnesota. He was the next guy up when he was with Washington, and they said, well, they're looking around. Well, we'd rather take you and pay you this much right now and see if we can figure it out, because at least you're just here when everybody else is here. And that's what Gus is trying to say.
You know what else is? I can see Eben commenting his top 10 ice creams, one comment at a time. Bro, just put all 10 in one comment, dude. We're not going to click on all 10 of those. Just put them all in one comment.
I do appreciate I do appreciate it though. I'm already seeing some flaws there though.
At least he's doing his homework, unlike Cameron.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I see. I do see an issue there. Number 7 and number 9. I feel like it's the same thing. It's just a different flavor. Flavors. I don't think flavors count as the different ice cream, but we'll decide later. He's still debating there. I already see Choco Tacos above all of them except maybe one of them. Just saying. But anyway. All right. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's a lot of money, a lot of guaranteed cash to a guy who, we all agree.
And then you still have people out here saying that Lamar Jackson is still not a good quarterback, but Kyler Murray can just be subpar, give him money. And it's like, oh, whatever.
Thank you for bringing Lamar Jackson back into this, because that's what I was going to ask you guys, and I wanted to circle the conversation and what?
The wagons?
Wagons, yes. Circle the wagons around this topic here, which is Lamar Jackson. Guess what? He's the next in line. He's the next in line to get paid.
Yeah, but he deserves it.
I know. And granted, there's no question here of whether or not he deserves it. But my question is this, okay? The 2 prior big contracts were the ridiculous Deshaun Watson deal, $250 million guaranteed, and then there was this contract. Now, Lamar Jackson's camp, from what I understand, when they go into negotiations, they're going to say, well, look, the last guy got paid this.
Yeah, well,
that's
the move.
Of course.
Now, with this deal that Kyler Murray got, it kind of hurts him a little bit because he's going to be better than that. Obviously, he's going to demand more, and he's going to get more guarantees and more money and more everything. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the better player. And again, obviously, just by being the next in the pecking order, he's going to be the next guy. But this Deshaun Watson contract, though, which I'm kind of glad because it kind of regulates everything. I feel like that's an outlier. Like they can't really go into any negotiations and say, well, if you paid Deshaun Watson that kind of money, I deserve even more. Or
I think you go, I didn't rape 30 women. You better give me more money than that piece of shit. That's the ultimate brand. That's the ultimate chip.
I know. And
I'm actually going to play football for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay. So then for Baltimore, like now you're looking at it like, well, we can't make him unhappy because he's done everything we could have ever wanted.
Yep.
Without a lot of help. I saw the numbers. The Ravens were at the bottom of wide receiver spending and offensive lineman spending his whole career.
I'll admit.
Because they were saving up to pay him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This year, you go and get a couple of pieces. So next year, you're like, all right, whatever's left over goes to Lamar. At least we have some guys locked up.
Look, I'll admit, I was a little more Lamar skeptic at first. When he first came into the league, I was a little, and again, natural. You're like, all right, he was
he was so good.
He was good in college,
including throwing.
I wanted him.
That's the thing. No one gave him any credit as a thrower, and he threw all the time at Louisville.
I know, and Gus and I were at the draft together, and we watched the draft, and we both wanted, Lamar to go higher. We both thought Lamar was higher, but again, I still had a little hesitation.
I wanted him to come to Miami.
I'll say this. I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is, as quickly as he is, winning an MVP, doing what he did under the circumstances of the limitations that he had in Baltimore. All that stuff to me was like, whoa, that's insane. I like that. But with that being said, though, like, I've been so impressed with everything that he's done that he's going to go in there and command all this money and do all this stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like Baltimore is going to, trying to screw him over. And as Xavier, hey, buddy, Lamar's going to get screwed because he's his own agent. He has
no agent. Yeah, that's been a big thing that he's his own agent.
Oh, man.
That's crazy. He'll probably sign somebody like right before negotiations begin.
I don't know.
He hasn't needed anybody up until now.
So, all right. So we'll see, man, because I'm curious. I wonder like what this Lamar Jackson story, how that's gonna end, man, because it's again, anytime I feel like at any time you go into these negotiations, like you're on the brink of a breakup, it's like you're asking for that much money, it's over, and then like the fan base, like, oh my god, and like Like what? Like the whole shakeup. And again, me for player movement, I love it. Go have a breakup with Baltimore and see where you go.
I heard that after NFL signed its new TV deal, every year the cap is going to go up for like another 10 years. So maybe there's just going to be more money to keep him around.
Yeah, no, there's so much money in NFL right now with these streaming, and next year is going to sound totally different too because the new
Monday
broadcasters
night.
And Monday Night Team, the new the Amazon. I think Amazon. I was talking to Gus about it. Amazon has all the Thursday games, and I believe they have
exclusivity on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, and they have Herb Street. Herb Street jumped ship. He went to Amazon.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He's still doing his college football stuff.
I don't know, but he's doing Amazon broadcasting. I don't know if that's a conflict of interest or not.
Both. They don't really play. I mean, college football game days on Saturday mornings. So
no, I don't think it's a scheduling conflict. It just might be a like, hey, we don't want you to work for them.
No, I'm assuming they.
No, I mean Joy Taylor does Amazon Thursday Night Football, and she works for Fox.
Okay, maybe. But Herb Street's over there. I forget who else. Monday night now is Aikman and Buck. Blech. But anyway, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be some changes.
You don't like White Jay-Z, bro?
No, I like White Jay-Z, bro. He's all right. It's the other. It's Joe. Bro,
ever since I saw that meme, I've never been able to unsee.
It's the most 100 meme there is, bro.
Yeah,
it's the most 100 absolute meme there is.
Yeah.
All right. Let's before we get into the next topic here. All right, Evan's done the work. Let's go over his list here real quick. First of all, he says. Thank you, Evan. He says, of course, flavors count. Different flavors means different items. Is this agreed by the committee here?
I do, because sometimes there's one you like. Maybe you like one of their flavors and not the other five.
That's true. Still like I like chocolate Eclair, but strawberry Eclair, get that shit out of my face, bro.
All right, fair enough.
Wow.
Right, so with that being said,
to strawberry shortcake, bro.
With that being said, let's give it up here for Evan's top 10 ice creams that do not include the Choco Taco. This is a horrible list. Honorable mention to the King Cone and the classic ice cream cup. I don't even know what that is. You got that at the ice cream cup?
like the little plastic one that had the wooden spoon that you would get in school.
Was it gumball at the bottom?
But that's a screwball. That's a different. Back in school, you'd get like a little thing like this, and just like a little.
Did you get that at an ice cream truck?
Chocolate,
I mean, like,
I don't know. Apparently,
you could get those at an ice cream.
Okay, all right. So number 10, Snickers Ice Cream Bar.
That's low.
I think that's a little low because honestly, I don't like Snickers. I eat Snickers, like the candy bar. I'll eat it, but I never go, oh, I'm craving a Snickers. I've never purchased a Snickers for myself. No. If it's in the bowl at work where everybody,
it's a Halloween candy or at the communal bowl. That's it.
Exactly, the communal work bowl where everybody drops them in there, and you're just like, there's nothing else. Right, they ran out of Kit Kats. Let me grab a Snickers.
Before we continue to number 9, out of all the famous candy bars, like Snickers, Twix, Butterfingers, all of those, which one is the best ice cream version of that?
I think it might have to be the Snickers ice cream bar because here's the thing. I do not like Snickers, but I like the ice cream bar of Snickers. I've had it a couple times, and I'm like, yo, that slaps. That's good.
Which other ones are there? Like Twix?
Twix has one. I think Butterfinger has one too.
Oh, I don't know.
I'd like to try that one.
I just know like people would put the Butterfinger in the freezer.
Oh, yeah. Straight up. That's the move.
Yeah.
I've never done that, no.
Oh, you've never lived.
I know. It's crazy.
All right. Number 9.
Number 9, Napolitan ice cream.
Neapolitan, bro. Not Napoleon guy.
Neapolitan. See, that's the Choco Taco ice cream truck guy again going. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Napolitan ice cream sandwich. Every one of those. All right. You can tell I was raised in the I wasn't in the white neighborhoods. All right, number 9. That's the strawberry chocolate and vanilla ice cream sandwich. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big ice cream sandwich guy, so that's definitely
same.
It's fine at 9 for me. It's fine at 9 or 10 for me.
I love them, but I like the Mississippi mudslide one.
I don't know what that is. Sounds better than
instead of vanilla ice cream, it's chocolate ice cream, and it has like other little
granules
fudge and stuff like that inside of it.
That sounds better. Number 8, which is definitely way too low here, Evan.
Oh, screwball, bro. Come on.
This is where this was the second thing I bought at that ice cream truck when I went after 20 years. It was a Choco Taco and then a 2-ball screwball. Like you can't. I
loved it.
This is bad, Evan. I don't.
And you get gum at the end. I'm a big gum guy, so that was always great for me.
Evan, on this one, Sorry, bro. That's just a big fail there. Number 8. Number 7, he's got the classic ice cream sandwich. Again,
I like it.
We already said that.
Again, that's like when you're at summer camp and they just hand it out. You're like,
yeah,
okay, well.
it's free. I've never bought an ice cream sandwich. I've never purchased one. I never scrounged up 50 cents, as a kid and ran to the ice cream truck and said, "Give me the free shit." No.
But you know what I did? Ninja Turtle ice cream bar, bro. That was my jam.
Ninja Turtle ice cream bar, solid.
And it had the 2 gumball eyes. Come on.
And they're never looking in the same direction.
Oh, never.
Like
There's nothing. In the history of food, there's nothing that looks less like the picture than those character ice cream bars.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Sonic, the same thing.
Yeah. To be fair, Cindy, what she purchased was a SpongeBob one.
Hey.
And same thing. I sent you guys a picture. Definitely did not look like SpongeBob. So I'm not a big fan of those. I have bought them because those were always so expensive. So I was always cheap. I was like, I can get 2 screwballs for that. Anyway, so number 5, we're heading into the top 5 here. Strawberry shortcake, solid.
Yes,
solid. I'd have it in my top 10. Don't know it'd be in my 5
favorites.
Next up, he says Gus has no showmanship. So, all right, now he's gonna go.
Because I made him consolidate. Thank you for consolidating the top 4 into one comment.
Here's the top 4: the Bomb Pop, classic. The chocolate Eclair, classic.
Chocolate
Number
Eclair
2,
slaps.
chocolate chip cookie sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah, like the it's like the cookie with the vanilla cookie, and then you get the M&M cookie too, where they put the little M&Ms on top. That slaps.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
Slaps right on the boot.
Oreo cookie sandwich. I don't know what his number 1 is. I'm not familiar with
cookie sandwich. Oh,
An Oreo cookie sandwich, bro.
So it's the same thing.
It looks like a Oreo on steroids.
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially his 1 and 2 are just different versions of the same thing. It's just cookie with your ice cream in the middle. Okay.
Edwin and I are on the same wavelength here.
Yeah, I feel it. Now, chocolate Eclair, I got a box of them in the fridge right now. So that's definitely that's nice. A top 3 all-timer. Top 3, easy. Bomb Pop, very, very that's a summertime classic.
That's classic Americana.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm
not a big fan of like fruit flavored ice cream.
Oh, see, I am. That's why I like that. And all the character ones. That's why I like those.
See, my top 10 would be all like chocolate ice creams.
Chocolate and peanut butter for Gus.
This is very technical. This is a very technical comment.
It's a different barcode, it's a different item. Yes. Nice. All right, solid. Good. Eben, thank you for that. I'll give you 2 points. Solid.
All right.
There was some questionable stuff there. Way too low on one in particular. 8. I mean, come on. Anyway, all right. Let's head down the home stretch here.
Let's go.
It's what time it is, right? What time is it? We're 57 minutes into this. It's the perfect time.
No.
Just you gotta.
No!
I've never heard someone breathe heavier in my life, and I'm a giant fat person, and I've never breathed like that before.
Hold on, wait. You got to put your ear to the ground. Oh, I love the sound of that. All right, it's time for some F1 or FU. So where were we this weekend, Achilles? Give it to us, bro.
In France.
F1. That's my favorite. Where were we this weekend? All right,
yes, it was the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard, I think is the name.
Paul Richard.
Richard.
The Shard.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that, but I don't know how to say Choco Taco. You know what I mean?
Or Neapolitan.
Neapolitan. Oh man, that's been a good show for me. Not a good look. All right, so give it to us. All right, so we're in France. What happened? What's going on? Give us the. It's been a while since we do F1 or FU. So bring people up to speed where we were before the race. What was going in and what happened here?
So before that was Carlos Sainz winning, right? No. It was Max at Austria, and then before that was Carlos Sainz winning.
Okay, I'm pulling it up here if anything, so don't go ahead.
So we had Charles Leclerc on pole again for the millionth time.
Unbelievable.
Lewis, finally, it took him half a season, but he's finally driving well.
Yeah.
Qualified 4. And then you just had the usual suspects filling out the top 5. And it just started out another good race between Charles and Max, and they're doing their thing. And then just classic Ferrari, that they're completely snake bitten. You've heard the sound. Listen, supposedly he messed up. I don't know if he's just covering. Because during that, like right when he crashed, he was complaining about the throttle sticking, which happened to him before, where he almost lost the race because the stupid throttle kept messing up on him. But it's the third time this year that he's been leading and DNF'd.
Yeah.
And there's something like 75 plus points just left on the floor.
God.
But yeah, man. So just more disaster for and even before the race started.
And you know what? He's in the standings. He's down by 63 points.
Oh, he'd be winning. He'd be leading the world championship right now.
Yeah.
But even before this, what's his name? The mad scientist's name? Matteo?
Matthias?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mad scientist. Always, yes.
He was already fucking
Robotnik.
because they were talking about how the different cars had the different setups, where Red Bull went with the suspension for more straightaway speed, and Ferrari went with the suspension for better turning. And from the jump, it was automatically a mistake because the Red Bull was just on his ass the whole time, and he wasn't making up any time in all the turns and stuff. So off the jump, they already were fucking it up. And then, of course, Charles.
It really is like Mario Kart when you're choosing your car and you're choosing whether to go fast or to turn easily.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, my God.
So, like I said, and there's controversy in that because maybe it was the car that's been a piece of shit. Or the Carlos Sainz had to start from the back because the car's a piece of shit and they need to change his engine. So they're like, all right, let's just do it now.
And he had a great showing.
And he had a gregreat showing, and they fucked him again. He was in third, and he was like, am I pitting? Am I not pitting? All right, forget it. I'm staying out. And they're like, no, come in. And he went from third to fifth.
Yeah.
Like, they have a good car. The reliability isn't great, but it's not, you know what I mean? But Red Bull's had reliability problems too, so it's fine. They have the car. It's just their drivers aren't there yet, even though Charles is great and Carlos has been really good recently. They're still not there. And their race team is dog shit. Every race, they do something that, like, even the announcers who have been watching this their whole lives are like, yeah, I don't understand what Ferrari's doing. I don't get it, bro.
That's the best. Is that, like, even like to the seasoned vets, you know, the guys that have been watching their whole life, they're like scratching their head, like, what's going on here, man? Because it's seriously, you're guaranteed. Here's what's gonna happen. All right, Ferrari's gonna kill it at qualifying. Somebody's gonna get the pole here, right? Then Max is either gonna DNF or first place, right? But he's doing a lot more first place than DNFs, and these guys are gonna DNF. After
at least one car is gonna DNF for sure.
Yeah, dude, they keep messing it up, and then and it's crazy because you think of the storylines this season. You also have the Mercedes. Russell's been amazing, this season, just consistent.
Lewis
top five.
is finally learning how to drive the car, and the Mercedes is a little better. It's still not great, but like we've been talking about, that car is reliable, and Red Bull and Ferrari have not been. So even though sometimes they finish 5-7. 3-5, whatever, they're right there now, especially in the Constructors' Cup. They're right there.
Yep.
Because they're always, they're
closing the gap on Ferrari. Yeah. The gap between Mercedes and Ferrari is closer than the gap between Ferrari and Red Bull.
Exactly. So. And you know what? They're probably going to finish second now, just because their car won't break.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, we're talking 314 at 270 right now. That's the points for Ferrari and Mercedes. Red Bull's up 396. They're just comfortable. They don't have these reliability issues, so we're not worried too much about them. Alpine, bro.
Your Alpine boys. It's just it's Ocon. Something has happened to him every race. He's either getting a 5-second penalty or crashing.
Yeah, he's getting some
and
of that.
And he's really good, man. But he's just been like on the edge.
Yeah,
that
he keeps finishing ahead of Alonso, but then there's always something that happens and everything like that, and you're like, God, he's like the guy. Come on, dude, put it together here. But
and Alonso's just so good, dude. Like he knows his car is not great, so he's just out there causing chaos. The guy doesn't give a fuck about nobody. He's gonna defend you so hard that you're gonna drop 3 places and you're never gonna catch the guy in front of him. Just like it's so much fun to watch him. He's such a wily vet. Him and Vettel are just 2 old assholes out there.
Yeah, I'm all aboard with Vettel, dude. I'm loving this Vettel. Like this, I love it when like the old experienced guys that have won everything, they're like, fuck it, what are you gonna do to me? You know, like they're just like, like who cares?
Like Vettel will crash Lance Stroll. He didn't give a shit about that kid.
Yeah, he loves it, dude. I love that that vibe there. Now, how about this, dude? So you're officially retired from AlphaTauri, right?
Oh yeah.
Good, because they're in 8th place because Haas passed them. How about that? Haas passed AlphaTauri.
Oh, dude,
Haas
had a hilarious race. They were terrible in qualifying, and then they came out and were the first team to pit, and everyone was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And they got Gunther on the line, and Gunther was like, "Yeah, we were not that fast, so we're just gonna pit now and see if that helps." And if everyone ends up, if this ends up being a 2-stop race, we're screwed. And then what happened? Yellow flag. Everyone got to get a free pit, and they just like, oh well.
Fuck it. That's what it was. But they're there. They're riding nice at 7th and 7th. Within striking distance, if they play their cards right, of Alfa Romeo, who's in 6th.
Alfa Romeo has come. You know why? Because Alfa Romeo has a Ferrari engine, and their shit's always fucked up.
Yeah.
Because Bottas has not been the same. He was great in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then Zhou's a rookie, and he's like all the other rookies. The guy's just like crashing out or blowing up his car.
Yeah, bro. What's up with that, man? Yeah, but AlphaTauri, super disappointing. Aston Martin, super disappointing. But
they had a good race for the first time in a while, but they're not great.
McLaren is probably the most disappointing. 89 points.
For sure.
They're just, I mean, they've been passed by Alpine. McLaren is just, after all the hype and build up and promise, you had
the car just isn't good, dude. Because Lando's a good driver, man.
Yeah,
but
and
Ricardo's sucking so bad this season.
He's on his retirement run. That guy's just like happy to be in like between 10 and 14, and just you never hear him like, oh, he's making moves, or he was great in qualifying, he's just like.
Hey guys, hey honey badger, how about that? Let me see here. So where did Haas finish this
at the bottom, dude. They finished on the bottom.
Yeah, Magnussen, DNF.
Yuki clipped Mick, who was like making a little bit of a comeback, and he crashed him, so he ended up finishing
and Schumacher 15. Yeah, Schumacher 15.
Like I said, it was so funny that they got Gunther on the line, and he was just like, "Yeah, we weren't that good, so we're trying this thing." And if this happens, we're gonna lose. And that thing happened.
and it was actually they were in points. Both cars were in the points when that conversation was happening. I was listening to it. I was like, "Oh man," but yeah, unfortunate turn of events there. But it is what it is there. The fastest lap went to Sainz, Verstappen.
Oh, dude, he had such a good race. Like, again, we clown him, but the dude has been on it the last couple of races. Since he won, he's been on it.
He's still
like I said, his car literally caught fire and almost murdered him. It wasn't his fault in Austria. And those stupid stewards with the fire extinguishers were just standing there watching him catch fire. Like,
do you need
incredible?
Do you need
incredible?
Can I help?
And again, he would have been in third. He would have podiumed. Except there's so much indecision on that Ferrari paddock wall and you hear it in the radio because they're always like, plan A, plan B. Do you want to do this? No, let's do this. I mean, let's do that.
Plan E5. We're going to E5.
Oh my god. Bro, they're gonna get rid of the mad scientist, bro.
I wonder. I don't know if they do that like in other sports. They like just like, yeah, you're gone. I mean, we've been season experts here for a while. We've only seen like one guy leave the position in the last few years.
Because it's either you're on a really great team and maybe you have an off year, or you're on the piece of shit team and they're just going to keep you because you're probably cheap. Yeah. He is underperforming and literally messing up the drivers. It's not like, whatever.
He has grounds for termination, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like Christian Horner, who likes to do little tricky things and sometimes they don't work, but he's being strategic. Where you hear it on the radio, where Ferrari's just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's just like, time to panic. I don't know. Plan E5. What is it? E5. Just looking around and shit like it's crazy. But hey, double podium for Mercedes this weekend. Good for them.
Sneaking up.
Yeah, first time.
Up. So, all right. So that's where we were. Where are we going? What's next
Budapest.
up on the schedule?
Hungary.
What is it? What is it?
Budapest.
Pest. You do the Pest?
That's how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Budapest. I've seen.
You.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know how it's spelled. I'm just saying how it's actually said.
I know. I like it. Budapest, France. Where we go? The best. France. All right. So we're round 13 of.
Yeah, I think the last race was the official halfway mark or something.
No, this one coming up is the halfway. After this, there's about a month-long break. So no F1. Yeah, no F1 for a month. And then we'll be back. It's just
they get that break. Yeah.
Plus, like all of Europe is on fire. You know, it's like melting and like super hot. Like servers.
Well, that was a problem in last week. Where the temperatures were like almost like in the hundreds, and you can't even imagine what it's like on that tarmac.
Yeah, dude. I've been trying to keep up. You know, since my day job involves European stuff, so I even switched like my temperature stuff to Celsius just so I can understand when they're talking and complaining about the heat.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? So I'm like, oh, okay. Like it's 28 degrees right now. They're like, oh, it's like 31 degrees over here. And
I'm like a meme came out. You know how they have that little winter's cool down room?
Yeah.
And Lewis was just like on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
It's like, oh god, because it's so hot. He needed a break.
Nice. So all right. So we're in Hungary. We're in Budapest this weekend for round 13 of the F1 season. Then we take a month off, and we'll be back at the end of August, 26th to the 28th in Belgium. Beautiful country.
They get to race.
Yeah.
They didn't get to race last year because it rained, and I believe someone like died.
Oh, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. And then let's see here. Then upcoming, we still have the Dutch Grand Prix, so that's going to be Max Verstappen's win. Another Italian, Japan, Singapore.
Back in Japan.
Yep, and then we have the return to the United States, October 21st to the 23rd at the the United States Grand Prix in Austin. Let's go, bro. Road trip. You guys down?
Let's do it.
I don't know. The tickets are going to be if they were too expensive for us last year, they're definitely going to be too expensive this year.
Yeah. So we got that, Mexico, Brazil, and then the final race of the season, November 18th through the 20th in Abu Dhabi.
Mexico. Maybe Mexico's cheaper.
Maybe. I wonder. Where do they race in Mexico?
Mexico City, probably.
I'm assuming Mexico City.
Yeah, it sounds like it's probably
La DF.
La Ciudad de Mexico. That's what it says here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway,
Mexico City. Yeah.
Mexico's. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Look at that. Learn some stuff here, bro. Geography. Get learned. All right. So solid F1. Glad it was back. Glad we got to watch it. I was listening to the race because I was on my drive back from Orlando. So I put it on my phone, and then I just put it down like by the cup holder. So I was listening to it like in the car, and I was like, oh, and I would peek down, and I'm like, but I can't read who's it first.
No, that's cool. You got to listen to it in surround sound though.
Yeah, but I got to listen to it in surround sound in the car, and then it was really loud. So the engine's like, and I'm like driving. I'm like, how fast am I going? And I'm looking around like, this is intense. The turnpike was lit. That was the only car there. It was like 9 in the morning. So it was a good time, bro. It was fun. So, all right. Anyway, solid. I love it. So, one last time for all the Ferrari fans out there, Gus. No! That's the official end marker there. All right. Got one more quick little hitter here before we wrap up here. Achilles, you got your hashtag keep KD out.
Oh, God, enough.
We teased about it at the beginning, but I do want to wrap up the show with a little basketball talk here. I thought you're on the boat where you just don't think KD is worth anything, huh? Like, is there any trade scenario that would be like worth it? Like, does he have
Tyler
any value?
Hero straight up?
You would do that?
Sure.
Okay. So you still think he's an asset?
No, he's not bad.
Because I feel like
but he's not a franchise player. So, okay. He's 34, but his body is older than that because he's been hurt a million times, right? Okay. He's proven he's not a winner anywhere. His best season, not with one of the greatest teams of all time, was in the real bubble fraud season when all the good players and teams were hurt and tired.
Okay.
And he still lost to Giannis. Anyway, that was his best solo season.
Okay.
He's awful attitude. He's not good in your locker room. He doesn't listen to authority. What makes you think he's a good fit for the Heat? Especially if you have to get rid of everyone, and then it's just Jimmy and KD. That's not a good team. I don't care what you tell me, or he's a top 5 player. I don't give a shit. You're gonna be worse.
Okay.
You're gonna be the Nets. They're not better than the Heat were. There's just facts. The numbers that prove it. You know what I mean? And just look at the market. No one wants him.
I don't think it's that no one wants him. I think people want him. It's just the asking price is ridiculous.
No, because the Heat have said, no, you can have maybe Tyler, and that's it, and some other guys. You don't get Bam. Boston is saying maybe Jaylen Brown, maybe if you're lucky, and then not Marcus Smart. They won't trade him because of Marcus Smart. And then you have Phoenix, who's like, we hate DeAndre Ayton. We didn't even want him on our team, and we're still not going to give it to you for KD.
Well, the thing is, DeAndre Ayton just signed the restricted. Okay. He signed a restricted free agent contract. They matched it, so now they can't trade him until after a certain he's off the table.
They didn't want KD so bad that they'd rather give money to a guy they don't even want on their team.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So stop trying to tell me that he's valuable when the people who actually make these decisions are telling you he is most definitely not.
I think KD, he's trying to force the Nets to trade him, but the Nets are like, okay, we're just going to ask for so much that nobody will possibly, pull the trigger on that deal.
Well, yeah,
I don't think they're actually trying to trade him.
I think the Nets are definitely in a position why are we going to trade you? If we're going to either trade you and get everything that we could possibly get and be happy with it, but chances are we're not going to do that. So we're not going to trade you for shit. We got you under control for 4 more years. Yeah. We got your stupid younger brother, who's finally, maybe he'll show up to play this season, in Kyrie.
I already told you why he's committed to the Nets, because the Nets are going to let Kyrie do whatever the fuck he wants because they have no power. They went full power player empowerment and said, you know what? Let's get these guys together. They're great. And we'll just let them do it. Who cares? And look what it gets you.
It's serious when Achilles hits the table like that. I've done it a few times. I've noticed.
Points in the air?
Yeah, over there. That guy. Fuck him.
You know who you give up the house for? Damian Lillard. You know what I mean? Even though he's older.
Yeah.
Because he has the right mentality and he's a great player. He's both.
I think I'll give you the mentality thing, but I don't know if I
because the guys that are out there, Kyrie, KD, and Donovan Mitchell, none of them have that aspect. Because Donovan Mitchell quit on his team. He literally won't play defense, and he stopped passing the ball to one of his own players. Yeah. Why do you want that? Why would you mortgage your whole future for a guy who already has that in their past?
I think what's happening here is that we're seeing the effects of a decision by Minnesota to go all in, completely ruining everything.
That's my favorite part about this is that everything got screwed up in the NBA because of Minnesota. The Timberwolves are they won a play-in game and they're like, oh, we're here, guys, we did it. Everyone was crying. We're a piece away.
But to be fair, if you're a Minnesota fan, you're happy with the trade and you're happy with the moves. The only people who are happy with this are Minnesota fans because again, they got Karl Anthony Towns. They got Anthony Edwards. And they got now Rudy Gobert, which they got a guy who's going to play a position where they could pull, Karl Anthony Towns away from underneath the, the rim and let him play, more of an offensive game without his back to the basket. So in theory, you got the pieces that you want to have. Now you need the coaching and a few extra things. And they didn't give up anything of their pieces that they had. They gave up draft picks. That's all they gave up. They gave up future, but their thinking is our future, if it goes to plan, is going to be high level, low round, first round picks, so this works out all right. And we get a 3-time defensive player of the year who's still in his prime. If you're Minnesota, you're happy. The problem is you fucked it up for everybody else, because now the bar has been set and everybody's like, yo, we're not doing that trade. You competed against yourself. You probably could have gotten Rudy Gobert without giving up 2 of those picks.
Or
Maybe
nothing.
just giving up 3.
Yeah.
You know, instead of 5 first rounders or whatever the deal was, they're like, you probably could have gotten it for half. You were bidding against yourself, you know, and they're like, we don't
Danny
give a shit.
Ainge fleeced A-Rod so hard.
Yep.
Super hard. So it's like, all right, well, you know, like, what are we going to do? So they fucked it up for everybody. Now the Nets are thinking, well, if Rudy Gobert got that, you know, then we should be getting, you know, this, that, and the other.
And then for Donovan Mitchell, they're like 8 first-round picks.
Yeah. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Now, Utah, good for you. I mean, Utah is one of those cities. And I think it's just, I think with sports nowadays, it's either money or attractiveness of city. But I think it's unless you draft a guy to come in there, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be hard for you to attract anybody anymore. Like, it's just too much money going around where, like, the teams that have the revenue streams to just go in and get the guy who was, you know, drafted into you know, an Oklahoma or a Milwaukee or an unfavorable city. I'll just use it lightly. I mean, it's a nice city, I'm sure. But, you know, but these teams with money and the revenue streams, they're going to come in and they're going to keep plucking things. So, like, if you're Utah, like, yeah, you know, they're like, we're not going to really, you know, our best players ever were drafted here. We've never signed anybody decent, you know what I mean? So they're going to look at it like, all right, we're just going to have to find another Karl Malone and John Stockton in the draft or another Donovan Mitchell and all these guys and, you know, go from there. So it's a crappy situation for those teams. But again, if you're Minnesota, you're happy, you're excited. This is a good deal.
They're the only team that's done anything in the offseason. No one else has done anything.
Congrats, Minnesota. You done fucked it up for everybody, bro. Way to go. You know, never seen such
they won the offseason.
Yeah.
They did it.
They did it, man.
They did it, bro.
Maybe
Oh, here we go.
Got me. It scared me. Here we go. What do we got?
From November 1995 until June of 1997, the Chicago Bulls were favored in 185 consecutive games. That is a record.
Oh, okay. A little out of context.
Will that ever be broken? I just wanted to surprise you guys.
You're everyone's favorite podcaster, Draymond Green, said that they would have clowned those Bulls and would have beat the Karl Malone, John Stockton Jazz by 40, which I believe.
All right, so Achilles, you think that they would have? Let's go.
With KD, that Golden State Warriors, absolutely.
They would have crushed.
They would have won.
Bulls?
Maybe not crushed them, but they would have won.
They would have beat that Bulls team.
Listen, I love Dennis Rodman. Mm-hmm. How many 0-point 20-round rebounds games did that guy have?
He had a lot.
And Steve Kerr and all those guys weren't better 3-point shooters than anyone. You know what I mean? Like, Scottie Pippen. Draymond could have gone toe-to-toe with Scottie Pippen. People,
I don't know.
Not me.
Yeah, no,
NBA people say he is maybe top 5 greatest defenders to ever play the game.
Draymond?
Yes. Especially at his prime. Maybe not.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look at the numbers.
I'm just talking about what the experts say, not me.
Yeah.
The experts.
I don't know.
Or what was it? JJ Redick said that Bob Cousy isn't valid because he played against a bunch of plumbers.
Oh no! Yeah.
Look, I think that the visual aesthetic is tough to defend. I mean, I know that those guys were peak athletic specimens back in the day, but some of that stuff, when you see it, it's just
my thing with the whole comparing generations is not to say that Bob Cousy wasn't the best player of his generation, but to pretend like he could even get on the floor of a current NBA team is ridiculous. And that doesn't take away from his greatness as a player. You know what I mean? Of course not. Like, it's just being normal and smart.
Obviously, but that doesn't work because those guys grew up playing with less, less knowledge of the game,
but that's what I'm saying. I don't take away anything from anyone who's ever played in a different era. Yeah. But when people try to start saying that they could compete even with the low end of an NBA player today, it's outrageous just based on pure athleticism. They'd have no idea how to deal with it.
Yeah, it's I think with basketball, with basketball and then with football, I think with basketball it's the most.
Stop trying to tell me that Bronco Nagurski would be out here trucking, 6'10", 400-pound defensive ends that can run a 3-3. Stop.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear it.
I think football and basketball are the it's just you can't defend. You can't compare generations. Like baseball, you can. Baseball,
no, because the pitching, bro. You bring some 7th reliever who throws 102 and put him in 1950, and the guy is gonna win every Cy Young.
Not necessarily. Dude, look,
life,
hey,
bro.
Bob Feller would throw over 100 miles an hour, and he won Cy Youngs, and he did everything, and he would be just as dominant today as he was back then. It
wasn't the norm. You had to face that guy once.
But the thing was, those guys also, you would face them once, but they would be there every 3rd, 4th day. There was no 5-man rotations. There wasn't all these gaps. There was less strikeouts.
You did not have to face. All right. And again, there's guys that suck, that throw like a 40-foot drop curve, and they're terrible.
I know what you're saying, but I think there's still a skill to hitting that's the same skill in 1940 as it was, now or last season.
You're not used to it. Obviously, if everyone threw 100 in the 40s, then everyone could hit in the 40s.
But
again, it's not to take away from those old guys. It's just being smart and not being weird about old stuff. Like, yes, they were great for their time, and that's fine.
And hand-eye coordination probably is the same, but speed and power is not. And sometimes just being strong enough when you hit the ball, just fucking blast that shit out of the park. There's no technique. You hit that shit and it's gonna fly out of the ballpark. Like Aaron Judge, that guy, he's not hitting it with some special technique that allows him to hit home runs. He just hits that shit hard as fuck.
No,
he can hit it. He can hit it, but he's hitting it so hard that it's leaving the park more often than not.
I mean, he's hitting it hard, but he has to know how to hit too. Like, I'm not
gonna.
I gotta stop your bad mouthing my baseball here, but I do have a spicy sports nuggie baseball edition here. How about this? Remember how I told you that Cecil Fielder and his son Prince Fielder both finished their careers with the exact same number of home runs?
Yes,
I've told you this before when we opened in our packs. 319 career home runs, but did a little diving and found out that there's actually even more similarities in that 319. How about this? Okay, they also both finished their career with 97 two-out home runs. Very specific, right? 49 fourth-inning home runs, 29 fifth-inning home runs, and 18 ninth-inning home runs. They hit the exact same amount of career home runs in 1, 2, 3, 4 innings, or 3 different innings, and that's then weird. The same with 2 outs. Very, very precise. Yeah. I thought that was very wow. Okay, that's a interesante there. Nice little nuggie.
Nice.
But then, Jonathan's back. Waiting for that new Oh, yeah. That's the juice of the week, bro. New FIU football uniforms.
Yeah, all blue, all white. I like it.
Fire. I mean, you can mix and match the combos, white helmet.
No, I like it. No, I like the
I like the
monochromatic.
Yeah.
And but all the little details too, bro.
Very fire, bro. Yeah, fire. I love the Panther logo on the helmet. Finally, just embrace the logo. I mean, the FIU is cool, but that Panther, cat is nice. Yeah, they got rid of the claw marks on the legs. It's fire. Listen, bro. It looks sweet.
Look what you can do when your AD isn't stealing all your money.
Yeah. How about that? Butch Davis is over like, wait, where that shit where I was there,
Right.
I had to borrow pads from other teams,
he was stealing money right there with Pete, bro. Get out of my face.
Probably. But props, man. Props to the FIU football program, the athletic director Carr, Coach Mack, everybody who's involved. I think it's a very great looking uniform. I like the white helmet, blue top, white pants. Every combo that you can make, whether you want to switch white pants.
I just saw the pictures of the all white and the all blue, and I'm like, that's I'll send you the video. They did the reveal video with the players. I don't know if you saw it, and then they came out with a couple of the combo mixes. The combos. And
bro, it slaps. It's so clean. They got the 305 branding everywhere, which they own the fact that they're Miami, not Coral Gables. I think it's very, very well done. Now we just gotta wait. We gotta wait and see what the product on the field is gonna look like here in a few weeks when football season's around the corner, bro. I think it's 30-something days before the first game or something like that. Training camp's already started. We're officially we officially did that turn into football season. In the next couple of weeks here, we're going to be talking fantasy football. Yeah, we got fantasy football on the docket. We got a lot of good stuff coming up, bro. So
I'm looking forward to see what Tyrese Chambers is going to do this season, bro, because he murked it last season.
Yeah, bro.
On a bad FIU team. So
let's see, bro.
Let's see what he can do this season.
Yep. All right, I'm all out of stuff, bro.
On this day.
Oh, give it to me.
In my birth year, 1984.
Oh, woo! The year of our Gus.
Yes. Expos Pete Rose ties Ty Cobb with his 3,502nd single.
A racist and a cheater. Unbelievable.
Look at that. That's quite a combo.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pete Rose.
Can I get one personal spicy sports? Not personal, but an extra spicy sports.
Yes.
Shout out to my fellow Auburn Tiger, DeWanna Bonner, for becoming only the second player in WNBA history to record 6,000 plus points, 2,500 plus rebounds, 900 plus assists, and 500 plus steals.
2 snaps and your backfield leg.
Little extra for you there.
DeWanna Bonner, the original Slim Reaper. Get KD out of my face, bro. She's the skinniest person I've ever seen in my life, but she can ball.
Solid. All right. Good stuff, guys.
All right.
Good show.
Yes.
I agree.
I totally forgot to put these things up the whole time.
What things?
Anyway, little banners on the side. These.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Look at that.
Send us money, PayPal. Cash App. There's the information. Hit us up.
Money, please.
Please, so we can fund more trips. We'll stay tuned for a new First Pitch 305 podcast dropping this week. We should have some more soccer stuff. It's been a busy week in soccer. Gus and I were up in Orlando, or I was up in Orlando with Gus, and then for Chelsea Arsenal. And then Gus was down here with me for Inter and Barca. There's a nice article on that at LemonCityLive.com. Go check it out, as well as the latest for Inter Miami. For Inter Miami. Their
Tough
game.
Day, Fred. You're
Tough
rusty,
day for me, bro.
You're rusty.
I'm rusty, for real. Anyway, there's good stuff there, man. So go check it out. I'm out of stuff to talk about. I think I got to do some stuff here. So I'm willing to say adios to everybody. Thank you very much. Great show. Big thank you to our streaming partner, the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube page. If you're watching there, be sure to look us up. Lemon City Live on all social media. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we'll be back next week, hopefully. Yeah? That sounds good. All right. Everybody make the face and say bye-bye.